ya? Welcome to Happy Rails to ya. My name is Hobo Pap, and I've been riding the rails looking for an adventure to share with you. Boy, have I got a story for you today. Let me find a place to rest these weary bones. We'll see what treasure I've got for you in my bindle. You know, my hobo sack. Come along. Welcome back to Hobo Pap's Hobo Jungle. I hope you've had another great week. I've been busy riding the rails looking for another adventure for you, and I came through for you again this week. Are you ready to see what Hobo Pap's got in the bindle? Come on, let's check it out. I think you're really going to enjoy it. You're going to learn a lot this week. Let's see. Remember, I told you we're not only going to read story adventures, but every now and then we're going to learn about the railroad too. That's what we're doing today. Today's book is All Aboard Trains. We're going to learn all kinds of trains, all kinds of engines, and you're going to be a smart railroader after reading this story. Are you ready? Come along. Let's read. All Aboard Trains by Mary Harding, illustrated by Richard Courtney. Freight trains. Freight trains haul just about anything, lumber, food, even animals, but they never carry passengers. A diesel-electric locomotive pulls a freight train. The locomotive can have one or more power units. This locomotive has two power units back to back. When it is hooked up to a train of freight cars, it will be able to haul many tons of cargo. There are different kinds of freight cars for different kinds of cargo. Gondola cars are used for heavy cargo. This one carries a load of steel pipes that will be used to build a new office tower. This refrigerator car keeps fresh fruit cool so it will not spoil on the way to the supermarkets in the city. This livestock car carries cows on the way to a dairy farm. The openings in the sides allow fresh air in so the cows can breathe. A box car can carry any kind of boxed or packed cargo. This one is being loaded with computers. Hopper cars carry loose cargo such as grain or sand. The cargo is poured into the top of the car and unloaded through a chute at the bottom. These hopper cars are being filled with coal. The coal will be delivered to an electric power plant to be used as fuel. Tank cars transport liquid cargo. This tank car is filled with oil. The workers are transferring the oil to a tank truck for delivery to gas stations in a nearby town. Flat cars have no top or sides. Their cargo is strapped on with ropes or chains. A piggyback flat car is extra long. It can carry 2 huge truck trailers. Some piggyback flat cars transport heavy shipping containers. This container is filled with a cargo of books bound for a warehouse. A heavy crane lifts the entire container and loads it onto a flat car. The container will be carried by train halfway across the country. When the freight train reaches its destination, another crane will lift the container off the flat car and place it directly onto a flatbed truck for the last stage of the journey. The auto rack car is a special flat car used for transporting new automobiles. It can have 2 or 3 levels and carry up to 18 autos. To unload, the racks are adjusted so that the automobiles can be driven from one auto rack car to another. A caboose is the very last car on some freight trains. This is the train crew's home and the conductor's office. From the cupola, or roof lookout, the conductor can check for signals from the crew at the front of the train. Passenger trains. Passenger trains carry people and baggage. Some trains travel only from suburbs to the city. These are called commuter trains. Other passenger trains travel across the country. These are called intercity trains. Many passenger trains are pulled by electric locomotives. Electric locomotives do not produce their own power. They get it from a power plant miles away. Passengers sit in cars called coaches. Most short-distance commuter trains have only coach cars. Long-distance intercity trains offer passengers more services and luxuries. They include dining or snack cars and sleeping cars. This is a double-deck coach on an intercity train. It seats up to 170 people. That is almost twice as many people as a regular coach can hold. On an intercity train, the coach has big reclining seats, armrests, and plenty of legroom, so the passengers will be comfortable during their long journey. Some trains have an observation car. Here, passengers relax and enjoy the view as the train speeds through the countryside. The TGV trains in France have been nicknamed the Oranges because of their bright orange color. These special high-speed passenger trains can travel more than 200 miles per hour. They are some of the fastest trains in the world. The famous high-speed train in Japan is called the Shinkansen. It is nicknamed the bullet train because it appears to move like a speeding bullet when rushing by at speeds of more than 100 miles per hour. A Shinkansen train is almost totally automatic. Though it has an engineer, most of its operations are performed by remote control from a control center far away. Subway trains run on tracks and underground tunnels. Many big cities have subway systems. Sometimes a sidewalk rumbles as a subway train rushes through a tunnel underneath. Without subways, many city streets would be jammed with too many cars and buses. Another way to avoid traffic jams on city streets is to build trains that travel on tracks above the street. These are called elevated trains, but they are usually called Ls for short. The tracks for an L train are held up by strong concrete beams. A monorail is an elevated train that travels on only one track or rail. The rail runs either above or below the train. Many zoos and amusement parks use monorails to transport people from one area to another. All through the day and night, trains crisscross the country, carrying people and cargo to their destinations. The end. That's all aboard trains. Well, I hope you learned a lot about trains. I mean, I've been riding the rails for years now, and I've learned a whole lot riding the rails, but I hope you know a lot more now. Now, the next time you ride a train, you'll be able to tell all your friends all about it because you know what type of train it is. So never forget, keep riding the rails and having a good time. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, so long. Thank you for joining me for today's adventure. I hope you enjoyed. Always remember, continue riding the rails of your imagination as it will take you on an endless number of adventures around the world. Until next time, this is Hobo Pap saying so long as I go hop on a rattler in search of our next adventure. Happy rails to you.